Did you know that a man was swallowed by a great fish and lived to tell the story? Or that a king challenged a giant with just one stone? In this special quiz, we're going to test your Bible knowledge in a fun and challenging way. Ask yourself, first, how much do you really know about the incredible stories of the Bible? But before we start, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our daily videos. Now, get ready for today's challenge, and let's see how many questions you can get right. And at the end, don't forget to leave in the comments how many you got right, any thoughts or suggestions for future videos. That means a lot to us. Question 1. Who were the parents of Cain and Abel? A. Adam and Eve. B. Abraham and Sarah. C. Noah and Nama. D. Isaac and Rebekah. Correct answer, A. Adam and Eve, verse Genesis 4:1. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man." Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Cain and Abel were the children of Adam and Eve, the first humans created by God according to the Bible. Adam was the first man and Eve the first woman. Their sons Cain and Abel play important roles in the story of humanity and redemption, with Cain being the first to commit murder by killing his brother Abel out of jealousy. Question 2. Who killed Abel? A. His father. B. His mother. C. His wife. D. His brother. The correct answer, D. His brother. Verse Genesis 4:8. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Out of jealousy and anger, Cain killed his brother Abel. Abel had offered a pleasing sacrifice to God, while Cain did not. This led to Cain's anger, and in a moment of conflict, he killed Abel, the first murder recorded in the Bible. Question 3. In the parable of the 10 virgins, how many were foolish and how many were wise? A. 5 foolish and 5 wise. B. 3 foolish and 7 wise. C. 7 foolish and 3 wise. D. 6 foolish and 4 wise. Correct answer, A. 5 foolish and 5 wise. Verse Matthew 25:2-4. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. In the parable of the 10 virgins, Jesus portrays 10 virgins waiting for the bridegroom, symbolizing people, waiting for Christ's return. The 5 wise virgins were prepared with extra oil for their lamps, while the 5 foolish ones were not. This parable teaches the importance of being ready and watchful for the Lord's return. Question 4. Who am I? I was the second king of Israel, united the tribes, and was known as a man after God's own heart. A. Saul. B. David. C. Solomon. D. Samuel. Correct answer, B. David. Verse 1 Samuel 16. 13. So Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the presence of his brothers, and from that day on the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon David. David was the second king of Israel, chosen by God after Saul was rejected for his disobedience. He became Israel's most famous king, uniting the tribes and establishing Jerusalem as the capital. David is remembered not only for his military victories but also as a man after God's own heart. Question 5. Where did this happen? Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, with a tower that reaches to the heavens." A. Jericho. A. B. Jerusalem. C. Babel-Didi. Nazareth. Correct answer. C. Babel verse. Genesis 11:4. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." After the flood, humanity, speaking one language, decided to build a tower reaching the heavens to avoid being scattered, defying God's command. In response, God confused their language, causing misunderstanding and halting the construction. Question 6. What is the meaning of the name Babel? A. Hope. B. Confusion. C. Escape. D. Strength. Correct answer. B. Confusion. Verse, Genesis 11:9. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. The name Babel comes from the Hebrew word balal, meaning to mix or to confuse. It reflects the moment when God confused the languages of the people trying to build the tower. Question 7. What was the goal of the people when building the Tower of Babel? A. To escape another flood. B. To build a temple to worship God. C. To make a name for themselves and reach the heavens. D. To build a fortress against enemies. Correct answer, C. To make a name for themselves and reach the heavens. Verse, Genesis 11:4. Come, let us build ourselves a city, with a tower that reaches to the heavens, and make a name for ourselves. The people built the Tower of Babel to reach the heavens and gain fame, challenging God's plan for them to spread across. Question 8. Why was Jacob named Israel? A. Because he won a battle against the Egyptians. B. Because he wrestled with an angel and prevailed. C. Because he built an altar in Bethel. D. Because God blessed him with many descendants. Correct answer, B. Because he wrestled with an angel and prevailed. Verse, Genesis 32:28. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." Jacob received the name Israel after wrestling with an angel at Peniel and prevailing. The name means he who struggles with God. Before we continue, here's a quick tip. If you're enjoying the quiz and want to support the channel so we can keep bringing more content like this, we have a simple way that doesn't cost you anything extra. In the description, we've included Amazon links. When you shop through those links, the channel receives a small commission, helping us continue our daily videos at no extra cost to you. Thanks for the support. Question 9. How many sons did Jacob have? A. 10 sons, all named after conquest. B. 12 sons, who became the 12 tribes of Israel. C. 13 sons, with one tribe assigned to Levi. D. 7 sons, all with names related to forgiveness. Correct answer, B. 12 sons, who became the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse, Genesis 35, 7:22 to 26. Jacob had 12 sons, the sons of Leah: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel: Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Rachel's servant Bilhah: Dan and Naphtali. The sons of Leah's servant Zilpah: Gad and Asher. Jacob had 12 sons through 4 women, his 2 wives, Leah and Rachel, and their maidservants, Bilhah and Zilpah. Each son became the forefather of a tribe of Israel. Question 10. What caused Joseph's brothers to be jealous of him? A. He was Jacob's oldest son. B. He received a multicolored robe from his father. C. He received the blessing of the firstborn. D. He was Rachel's favorite. Correct answer. B. He received a multicolored robe from his father. Verse, Genesis 37, 1-3. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons, because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him. Jacob showed special love to Joseph, giving him a richly ornamented robe. This favoritism led to his brother. Question 11. How did Joseph's life end? A. He died in Canaan. B. He died in Egypt. C. He died in prison. D. He died in battle. Correct answer. B. He died in Egypt. Verse, Genesis 50:26. So Joseph died at the age of 110, and after they embalmed him, he was placed in a coffin in Egypt. Joseph died in Egypt and was embalmed. Before dying, he asked that his bones be taken back to the Promised Land, showing his faith in. Question 12. Who am I? I was Jacob's twin brother, the firstborn, but lost my birthright by selling it for a bowl of lentils. A. Benjamin B. Esau C. Moses D. Levi. Correct answer B. Esau, verse Genesis 25:24-26. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first to come out was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment. So they named him Esau. After this, his brother came out, with his hand grasping Esau's heel, so he was named Jacob. Esau and Jacob were twins, sons of Isaac and Rebekah. Though Esau was born first, Jacob was close behind, grabbing his heel, symbolizing the future struggle over birthright and blessing. Question 13. What name was given to the place where Jacob dreamed of a ladder reaching heaven? A. Bethel. B. Peniel. C. Mamre. D. Shechem. Correct answer. A. Bethel. Verse, Genesis 28:19. He called that place Bethel, though the city used to be called Luz. Jacob dreamed of a stairway reaching heaven, with angels ascending and descending. God made promises to Jacob there, and he named the place Bethel. How? Question 14. Who was the prophet that challenged the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Moses. D. Jeremiah. A correct answer. A. Elijah. Verse, 1 Kings 18:36-37. At the time of sacrifice, The prophet Elijah stepped forward and prayed, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and have done all these things at your command. Elijah challenged 450 prophets of Baal and demonstrated through a miracle that the Lord alone is the true God, making this event one of the most powerful stories in his ministry. Question 15. Which city is known as the City of David? A. Jerusalem. B. Hebron. C. Zion. D. Bethlehem. Correct answer, D. Bethlehem. Verse. Luke 2.4. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. Bethlehem is called the City of David, because David was born there, and so was Jesus, his descendant. That's the end of the quiz. How many did you get right? Share your score in the comments and tell me how you did. Don't forget to subscribe, activate notifications, and stay tuned for more daily quizzes. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.